Tonight, a proposal to ban formaldehyde in hair straightening products has now stalled with no set deadline for an FDA decision. Now, U.S. law does not require FDA approval for cosmetics before they're actually sold. However, advocates are now pushing for an FDA ban after studies link the chemical in hair straighteners to health risks, including higher cancer rates in Black women who frequently use these products. 11 Alive's Faith Jesse found hundreds of women in Georgia now filing lawsuits.
The scriptures talk about a woman's hair being her glory. We want to do everything to make our hair beautiful. By using relaxers, there was a way for my hair to be beautiful.
Zena Young is among the millions of Black women who turn to chemical relaxers to straighten their hair.
Can you talk to me about your hair care experience growing up?
I always had really coarse hair. First, they would use straightening combs and such to do our hair, and then after that, we started getting perms.
Do you remember how old you were when you first started getting relaxed and learned how to do it yourself?
I knew I had used relaxers for a long time, a really long time, from the age of 11 up until my mid to late 40s.
There are several lawsuits around the country because of the use of relaxers.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
You've decided to also file a lawsuit.
I had gone through an experience with cancer. I had to take off work. I missed time with my family, the bleeding for months on end, and I mean, just the toll that it took on my body as well.
11 Alive News uncovered thousands of lawsuits filed nationwide against the makers of chemical relaxers, alleging that the products cause people to get cancer, and the companies knew or should have known the risk. Hundreds were filed in DeKalb, Chatham, and Gwinnett counties, where 3 of the companies are based. Some are included in a federal class action lawsuit in Chicago.
So what we know so far is that there are these endocrine disruptor type of chemicals.
Madeline Sutton is a board-certified OBGYN in Atlanta.
And they tend to be phthalates and parabens. They can disrupt your hormones. If you are disrupting at the cellular level, you can cause or at least be associated with different GYN cancers.
A Boston University study published in 2023 found postmenopausal women who reported using hair relaxers often had a more than 50% increased risk of uterine cancer. In addition to phthalates and parabens, various studies have indicated carcinogens like formaldehyde and heavy metals may be present in chemical hair relaxers. According to the FDA, while not all products include formaldehyde, many do include components that once heated can release it. In motions to dismiss the Georgia lawsuits, the companies argue plaintiffs failed to show how inadequate warnings caused their injuries and failed to directly link any of the product's ingredients to uterine fibroids and cancer risk. They also argue some plaintiffs didn't specify which ingredients were defective nor how they caused harm.
There's no big alarm going about it within the salon space.
April Story is among some stylists moving towards alternatives.
Do you ever have people come in to the salon asking to see the labels or ingredients?
No.
Or do people generally just put their trust in what you're giving them?
Generally, they just put their trust into what I'm giving them. And if I'm being frank, our culture we don't really ask questions about the ingredients in the products, and I want to encourage us to do that.
As the truth unfolds, so does the fight for answers, justice, and embracing beauty without the damage.
I feel like they're responsible and that they should compensate. I think it would send a message to the corporations.
That was Faith Jesse for us tonight. By the way, folks, we reached out to the 3 companies based right here in Georgia several times and asked them about the lawsuits filed against them, but they never responded. But the Personal Care Products Council, which represents 90% of the U.S. beauty industry, released a statement after a landmark study was published in the Journal of the National Cancer Institute in 2022. So the statement says, in part, the council and its member companies believe there is nothing more important than the safety of our products and the trust that consumers place in them, but adds, the study does not account for a number of other differences, and these other observed associations were largely ignored in the study. You can read the full statement right now on our website, 11alive.com. And to dig a lot deeper into this issue, you can watch the Damage Control series on 11 Alive Plus right after this newscast. It's going to be available to stream on demand at any time you want to watch it. Just look for the series on the home screen of 11 Alive Plus. You can download 11 Alive Plus on your TV and watch it for free.